Hi guys, welcome back to Trekyards. He is Grand Negus Cockings.
He is Bob the bartender.
Ooh, I like that. Offering up drinks. Come give me a tip.
And you just know that Bob, he's he's got a nice reliable face, but that means that he can have his underground ship, black market dealer underneath the bar. You know, and it's a tiny bar. It's like a little bar, and then it's like this giant hangar underneath. It's kind of like the Bat Cave, right? Just going one shoot and whoa, then you can buy any sort of ship, including this, Stuart, the new Ferengi ship from Lower Decks. I mean, how many of these do you have in stock if you wanted to get one?
Only two. These are new. They're really expensive.
Wait, so you're saying did you just get them, or are they not that new?
Oh, they're brand new. They're just hot off the assembly
So
line.
you've got a new ship, Stuart. You've got a new ship.
And I'm not going to say that though.
Okay.
Sorry. We got a new ship. There you go. I knew you were waiting. Yeah. No, it was cool seeing this, actually. I wish we had seen other views of it, because it's kind of hard to get a read on what it's like, especially from the top. But I love what I'm seeing as far as the design goes. So, how about you? Were you excited to see something new? Obviously.
Yeah, brand new
ship. We got a new ship.
Brand new Ferengi ship, of course. Everyone is fine. The Decora class Marauder just stays around forever. It works. It's a great design. We just saw a really good faithful recreation in Prodigy, which was phenomenal. Both of us actually said better than the original. Oops. We've seen the shuttle. We've seen playing stuff from Star Trek Online and the Starfleet Command game, or Star Trek Fleet Command, the JJ things. But seeing a new ship built from this team was exciting. My brain says it's from something else, but I had a look before this and I couldn't find anything. So I do think it's an original. And that makes me really happy because, you know, these guys, and we talked to Mike ages ago about this, you can easily just reuse. And he keeps pushing the team to make new. They don't need to make a new ship, right? They did. And it looks both very different, and yet I buy it entirely. And that is the mark of a great new design, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. And like I said, I want to see more of it at some point. I would love to get an orthos of this thing, because I really like the shapes that are involved here. And it's still Ferengi, while not immediately looking Ferengi. You know what I mean? Like, it's still got the claws, the little kind of like pincers on the side, and it's got the right color palette. It doesn't seem very big. It seems like a smaller vessel, not as big as a Marauder, but quite a bit bigger than a shuttle, because it looks like there's an area in the front that looks like it could be a view screen window, because why not? They probably would do that.
Well, I mean, based on the window scale, it's certainly big enough. I mean, I doubt any Ferengi ship is too small because cargo space. You know. But yeah, I definitely get this vibe. This is a more of a, not necessarily military, but a post no war, we need to amp up the tacticalness. He's got more hard shapes than a Marauder. That's the vibe I get from this, personally. What do you think?
But not as unique as a design. Like that one looks very much like a horseshoe crab, the Marauder. This one just looks. It doesn't seem to have a shape like that. It's got like pincers on the front. It's got the side ones, but I feel like it's a more truncated design. It doesn't have the longer neck. It feels more like what does this look like? This looks like the ships from Independence Day.
Oh, geez,
the alien ships from Independence Day.
Wow, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I was getting off of them. So, and I couldn't place it until just now. But
look,
like I said, I want to see more of the ship. So,
well, I maybe just have to wait for it to be in Star Trek Online. But I like the fact that they've taken, for me anyway, it looks as if they've shoved, in a good way, the shuttle and the Marauder together and then hybridized the shapes, because the shuttle has that giant middle shape, which of course is the cockpit and hull. But that's a shape we know from Ferengi ships, and by actually giving that to this, giving it that spine, it makes both and yet neither shapes connect. It's definitely smaller, definitely more truncated. I'm sure the back is very, very similar to a Marauder, but with now a big thing Maybe in a shuttle bay, maybe the whole thing's open and things can land in. That'd be cool. I mean, it all depends on what they're going for as a merchant vessel, as more of a war vessel, so it'd be kind of cool if a ship designated part of, say, a trader's fleet, and it has this giant shuttle bay door, 2 or 3 floors, so you can go to a system and have your shuttles, because we know the Ferengi shuttles are quite multi-purpose. They're more than just a shuttle. Have a dozen of them coming and going, and you're just in the planetary system taking cargo. That's a pretty good, useful thing, right? So I'm trying to think if there's a function with the form.
Yeah, I would say just cargo ship, because it looks like the back half would be all cargo, or like you said, some kind of hangar bay or something. But we don't. Like I said, we don't get any shots of it from the back. I wish we would have. That would have helped a lot. The only other shot we really got was the next one, which is kind of more head on, but like a little bit offset. And it looks like there's like almost like Millennium Falcon style side pieces.
Yeah,
but
it does. It reiterates how flat the ship is. It tells us there's no windows on the underside, which is actually kind of odd, but actually I kind of like that. It's like a sailboat. The top is the windows, is out of the water. Everything else is cargo space under the water. So everything underneath that layer is just, you don't need windows in a cargo bay. So I see a logic there that I actually kind of like. But yeah, there's not much gleaned here. But still works for me. But let's take a look at the inside though as well, Stuart, because we do see a full bridge. By full bridge, I mean a bridge. Hey, looks Ferengi, although for some reason the chairs feel like a redress of Star Trek 2's chairs. I don't know why. I was like, oh yeah, it was redress. Because I'm thinking they might pick a piece from another set just to kind of link, or they might use that for a TNG set, and then, I don't know if you know the chairs I'm talking about, but it kind of gives me that vibe, just in silver.
I know the chairs you're talking about. I don't get that vibe from them. They look more like plastic lawn chairs that you see around here. But yeah, I love seeing the Ferengi controls. Those are always kind of cool, those domes. So, and it's a very and a very structured bridge, like 4 seats and then the captain kind of in the middle. That's kind of a unique take on it, right? So
it's more Starfleet-y. I mean, it's a very simple bridge, and it is pretty cramped. But then they've, in TNG they never quite built. There's only one episode of a Romulan bridge in TNG which built a full set, because it was a full, I think, Face of Evil. They built several sets. So unless they do a dedicated hero episode, it's just a corridor, a corner they've kind of converted. It's not really a full set. So I kind of like the smallness. I don't like oversized bridge because A, why, and B, you don't need that. So this works fine. View screen though, it gives me Battle Bridge vibes. Not literally, but that's what they would have done, right? They would have grabbed the view screen from the view screen element of the set pieces and plonked it there, and it kind of works.
Yeah, it's also reminiscent of the shape of the Ferengi Alliance logo kind of thing. So
very fair. No, it's a good intro. I liked it. It was be interesting to rewatch, especially after the end of the season. Everyone is getting bad things happening to them. But the next video is sort of a direct comparison. If the audience didn't know what the Marauder looked like, of course you do. Definitely smaller. I mean, now that reiterates even more. The Marauder has 10, 12, 15, 17 decks. Well, okay, this thing has got multiple elements above the window layers that could obviously be decks. They feel like a functional element. So definitely smaller, which I like. A mid-level, mid-sized. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree too. It's definitely a smaller vessel. Smaller even than the head of the Marauder, it looks like. I was going to say about the same size overall ship vibe, but looking at the windows on the Marauder, it's hard to say that. I think it would be a much smaller ship. Kind of like it would be larger, maybe like the Raven class, something along those lines. Maybe a bit bigger. I'd say a bit bigger actually with the 4. Looks like there's at least 4 decks in the. Yeah, it's kind of rough to get the size.
But Marauder's pretty big. It was meant to be big against Enterprise D. A comparative feel, anyway. No, I like it. And it feels like they've lost the luxury of the design. As in, look how nice and elegant and graceful curve the Marauder is. It's a real old school design. It's a design. It's got language. The new thing is more shapes combined, but I recognise all the shapes. It flows in the aesthetic, but because they've shrunk it down, it feels more like that more tangibly workhorse versus you'd be proud to own a Marauder if you're a Ferengi captain, which I like. That's exactly kind of what I could see in this. So I like it, and it's new, right? It's actually a new ship. Hopefully, it'll come to eventually in any year now.
It will.
And just sure for lower decks, because they love ships, we love ships. They know we're watching. I think is a big thumbs up. And as I've said many a time, now they've got it. They can throw it in the background of another episode, or have it randomly come in and it be part of their own personality. So very cool.
Yeah. But guys, let us know what you thought about this ship design, and comment down below. We want to hear your thoughts and talk with other people down there as well. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell icon so you don't miss our lives or edited content like this, and come and join us anytime you see us doing a thing, please. We do. Not just ship things.
But if you want to support what we do, Patreon is a great monthly way, literally $5 a month on either the platforms or join the channel on YouTube. Make a big difference to help what we do here. Keep going and be okay with doing it for as long as we can. If you want to, but it needs your help. Or one-time donations via PayPal, trekyards@hotmail.com. Those are all P's done. Super chatting during a live or super thanksing on any video. It all helps a great deal. So thanks in advance.
That's right. Now that we're done hearing Samuel P, because we've got all the P's out of the way, I will say, he is Commander Gockings. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.